Moment. I am your host, Dr. Davina Jones. Welcome to the Midday Moment. I serve as the assistant spiritual leader of today's church and the fivefold general for Church of the Everlasting Kingdom. It is my great pleasure and joy to grow in these spiritual communities and then to share my growth with you just as you need your physical exercises so that your body can get to where it needs to get to and function for you appropriately. You need your spiritual exercises so that your soul can get to where you need it to be so that it can function for you, so that your thoughts can be prosperous, productive, and healthy. Your filters can be healthy. Your emotions, your feelings, you can navigate your feelings thoughtfully. You can navigate your feelings wisely, and that you can also make quality decisions. That's the soul, your mind, your filters, intellect, your heart, emotions, and your will. And so this time is dedicated to encouraging you so that you can have a strong and healthy soul. And all of us have highs and lows. So there are times when our soul is, ooh, I mean, it's ranking, it's up there, it's up there. And there are times when we have to, we get depleted, we have to be restored. And so even as we come into this week, I shared yesterday that my focus was on the fact that while we have concluded this official calendar season for 2026 called Lent, and many of us participated in a collective, a corporate time of consecration in different ways. I shared that yesterday, my individual consecration, my morning consecrations, they have to be much more intentional. This week proved that to me. I had a really challenging week. Saturday it was unique for me. It was full of feelings and all sorts of things that seemed as if they weren't going my way. Of course, now I know that all things were my way, but it didn't feel like that. And then going into Sunday and so it just didn't feel like that. And so I made a decision that I must expand my morning consecration so that my daily bread it meets me where I need to meet it, that we meet together, that my daily bread is set, that my daily bread, that I have really accepted the portion that I need. Dr. Pulley talked about lot today, that I've accepted my lot, I've accepted my portion, I've accepted and I've embraced my daily bread. So I'm on a mission to really be much more intentional about my morning consecration, even though we have concluded our collective consecration. All right. And so I talked about that yesterday. And so yesterday I talked about I think it's Second Peter 1 about adding, that even though you got this, you got to add. I know you got faith, but it's time to add. I know you got virtue, you got to add. I know you got knowledge, got to add. And so I recognize this weekend I got to add. And so even though I slept in just a little bit because I had a unique light, I did some spiritual practice, and then I had a morning meeting, and after that I paused, y'all. I had to pause so I needed to complete my morning consecration. Okay. All right. So now, where am I today, tomorrow, and Thursday? I'm still adding and expanding in the sense of the teachings that I experienced this Sunday in our global community of today's church. They met me in some interesting places, and I am not willing to just accept Sunday and move on. I need to work with it. So as I work with it, I'm sharing with you. So today I'm going to elaborate on the 6:30 a.m. Sunrise service that we had with our global spiritual community, and I've shared the link on the Midday Moment page if you desire to go back and listen to the message. I titled this Midday Moment Help. I titled it Help because in the message we talked about, Dr. Pulley preached about the fact that Jesus didn't do anything by himself, that he didn't even die by himself. it was a whole moment. I think Carol Hasbrook was sitting behind me and she made some comments and we all laughed like, yeah, we're feeling you. It was a whole moment. Yes, I've heard that you don't have to do anything by it. I've heard that. But yesterday was another level of revelation of help. Is you don't do anything by yourself, and that everybody in your life is helping you. They might not know it, and you might not recognize it at first, and it might not feel like help. Because some of this stuff, if people are nailing you to the cross, that's not a feel good mom. Like, oh, okay, you come on, they just helping me. That's not a, we don't necessarily smile and say, oh, she's helping me. Come on, nail my hands. And yet we have moments where it feels like we're being nailed. And that's how I felt Saturday. I had some moments Saturday where I felt like this ain't right. I felt like I was being nailed, and I might be exaggerating, but for whatever reason, I felt it. When you it's like this is an injustice. This is not right, and I was really in my feelings about some stuff. But you know what? Everybody that's got a hammer and a nail that's coming towards you, they're helping you. Like what? They're helping you. They're helping you to get an experience and an education. You don't know the power of resurrection until you've experienced a nail or two. You don't know the power of resurrection until you've experienced a nail or two. So there are people that are helping you. That, ooh, my. And so, yes, the quicker that you respond to the help, the quicker you can move on to the next part of this. The quicker you can say, you know what, I know y'all don't mean nothing. Y'all don't know what y'all are doing. Father, they know not. They don't know what they're doing, but they are helping me. So let me surrender. That was a word I was working with during the season of Lent. Let me surrender. I guess I'm still there. Let me surrender. Let me surrender to the help. I've been experiencing a unique scenario, and I thought the scenario was about other people, but it's about me. And so, even as I was completing my morning, I was coming back into my morning time of prayer and meditation before the midday moment, and it's about me. And I asked God, God, give me the grace to work with me while I'm in the presence of other people, so I don't take it out on other people. Give me the grace. Give me what I need to work with me so that as I'm in the presence of other people, I don't take it out on other people. You can see that ring light in the glasses. I don't care much for that. But, anyways, give me the grace and give me the strength so I can deal with me. Even when I'm in, notice I said so I can deal with me, even when I'm in the presence of other people. Not dealing with them, but dealing with me. Because if I can deal with me, love myself as I love my neighbor as I love myself, as I love myself, as I deal with me, as I deal with me, help me, help me to have the capacity to deal with others, to be in their presence, and to collaborate. I need that. I need that. I need that help as I'm being helped. Holy Spirit, I need you to help me. Holy Spirit, help me. Help me, Holy Spirit. So I just desire to sit in that just a little more. So I'm just not, checking off the box. Yep, I did sunrise service. Yep, I did the morning service. Yep, I went to church on Easter. But I got to live past this Easter Sunday. So I need all of this stuff to work for me because I got to live past this. I need it to work for me. Hmm. Yes. All right. That's my sharing. I bless you. That's my sharing. You go back, listen to the replay, all of that. That's my sharing today. Understanding that spirit is helping me and other people helping me too. And it don't feel like it, doesn't always feel good. But the sooner you respond, the sooner you surrender to that help, the sooner you're going to graduate from this moment. All right? Okay, that's it. That's it. All right. I bless you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening to the Midday Moment. I do the Midday Moment because this is how I overcome on purpose. I don't run from her questions. I run to them. Tears, snot, sneezing, crying, coughing, all of it. I don't run away from my questions. I run to my questions. And that is how I overcome on purpose. So I do the Midday Moment because there's a certain way that I live my life so that I can overcome on purpose, so that I can live on purpose. I got a plan for my health. I was just in my prayer as I was doing part two of my morning prayer. I had some medicines that I blessed so I can participate, allow science rather to participate with me, allow science to collaborate me so I can experience the healing that I need to experience. So I got a plan for my health. I got a plan for the harmony of relationships in my life. I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on my plan for harmony and well. So I'm sharing with you out loud. And thirdly, so I do the Midday Moment so I can overcome on purpose, live on purpose because I got a plan, and to live out my purpose because I believe that each of us come into this earthly realm with gifts, talents, and sensitivities to help us answer the question, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? You were born for a reason. You went through that for a reason. You made it for a reason. Where am I supposed to be to help light up the earth? Where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be doing to help light up the earth? And all of these experiences, they help define where you need to be, how you need to show up, and for who and with. Yeah. All right. That's it. All right. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bless you. All right. Like and share. And don't forget to sign up, subscribe to the Kingdom Access Network channel because you can listen to different inspirations, Kingdom inspirations at any moment, 365 on demand, so to speak. Okay. Take care. Love you. Bye.